So, I want to talk about when the practitioners of this path, when they have the problems, meaning either because of karma cutting process, or because of their deviation from the path, they go through some problems. When they have the problems, that is when they need to think positive about the path and the guru. And some of the practitioners, they think purposely negative about guru, meaning they think that because of the problems they have, they think that I am the one who is causing the problems to them. See, guru never causes the problems for you. He is here to, this is the path basically. This is a path, the path of the Omism. And Guru helps you walk this path. He is here to guide you and then give you the hand and then walk you through the path. He is not here to give you any hurdles. But the path itself, because of the technology of the path is in such a way that in order to cut your karmas and traits, and then when you deviate from the path, you will be facing some situations that will trouble you. Because of all these things, you cannot think negative about Guru. I am not the doer. I am not the one who is running this path. Okay, the cosmic supernatural energy is running the whole thing with the nature. Okay, of course the same energies are also there in me, but it doesn't mean that I am here to disturb you. Okay, the path is there. When you have the problems, think you don't have to think about me negatively. I am here to help you. If I can help you, I will help you. If I cannot help you, I can only keep watching you. Except that I cannot do anything. Okay? So, with my grace, I can help you to walk the path in an easier way. Sometimes the grace also doesn't work. Meaning your karma, probably your traits and your thoughts and all also do not work. Your inacceptance, basically. You may not be able to accept me inside as your guru. Outside you say guru, 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 you fall on my feet and all, but inside you don't accept me, because of which my grace doesn't come to you fully. That is one of the reasons. There are several other 360 degrees, there are so many reasons for which my grace not working for you, which we cannot talk about. I can talk hours and hours together about that subject. So don't think negative about the guru here. Okay, and I am not the one who is causing the problems to you. I am here to give you the hands and give you the grace, and if you are not able to receive the grace, there is some problem. The only thing you have is you have to give time. Time is the one that is a great thing. You need to, that will test you so badly. Time will test you so badly. You will have to give time. If you give time, the time will reveal. You cannot come to conclusion so fast. You have to give time, keep on watching more and more, and then the time itself will reveal. Otherwise, simply falling into conclusions, thinking negative about me does not help you. It's basically you are hurting yourself. I cannot do anything for that. So don't think negative about me. I am not causing any problems here to you. I am the one who is going to give you the grace. I will give you my hand. I will fly you. I will cross you the ocean of this entire world or Maya, whatever it is. I am here to help you cross the ocean. I am not here to cause you any troubles. But when you have the troubles and problems, you don't know. I will also cry inside. I will also cry inside when you have the problems and all. But I don't express those things to you people. Well, this is what it is. You need to understand. If Guru Bhakti is there, this kind of negative thoughts and negativity towards Guru will not arise. So bhakti means devotion. The devotion towards Guru is like love, pure love. If it's not there, then that's the basic foundation of the whole yoga actually. So without foundations, people do a lot of meditation and they want initiation into so many kriyas and all these things. They want things very, very fast these days in the modern world. So without devotion, nothing can go forward. All tests happen to find how deep your love and devotion is towards Guru. So naturally, nature creates so many tests. Our Guru himself creates so many tests to find out whether you are purely loving him or you have devotion towards him or not. Otherwise, those days in the ancient days, this is how gurus used to test, and then they used to test for years and years together. Somewhere around 6 to 10 years they used to test. After that only they used to initiate people into serious spiritual path. They used to initiate. But these days everybody wants to move forward very fast and they want to skip the foundations and then go forward. See, without Guru Bhakti and devotion, no matter what great spiritual experiences you have, no matter what great techniques you learn, all those all will be just like monkey vidya. Monkey vidya means it's always there to show off things basically. And the little satisfaction of I know. So those things will never, they may give you a little satisfaction, that ego satisfaction, but they will always entangle you, and they will always entangle your soul from the liberation. They will not relieve you from the actual, they will not relieve you for the actual soul thirst. But all these things, the detachment, actually the deepest layers of spirituality, detachment can only be known through Guru Bhakti and devotion. See, the technology and the topic that I have discussed so far, that being here for 3 years and then Guru passing the energies to the husband and husband becoming Guru to the wife, or rarely, very, very rarely, sometimes even there is a possibility that women can be Purusha and the husbands can be Prakriti. There are cases like that too. So basically, Purusha getting into one of the partners of the family of wife and husband, and then by surrendering to that personality, meaning either wife or husband, and they keep practicing the path for 12 years minimum, which will move them towards the self-realization. And even if the self-realization doesn't happen in this life, in the next life, in the next 1 or 2 lives, by going through this path, they will be moving much closer to the to knowing the self. And you can go to any place on the earth. Those people can talk about Kundalini and all these things, but this technology nobody talks about. Nobody knows about this technology, and nobody can talk about this path that I have so far explained. I am sure you can actually refer to any great ancient scriptures. You will not find this, what I am talking about. So the knowledge of this path will come from within, not by googling, by going to so many ashrams, by running after so many great gurus. The great gurus so far came to the earth. You can go read their books. Even those people did not reveal this. Nobody had this technology revelation so far. The yoga technology, this path. So there is no point in reading those books and googling out, nothing will come to you. In fact, they will give you more and more information which is not useful to you, and you more and more get deviated from this actual path, and basically information is like heavy data that you store on your head, and that will cause you fall into wrong opinions and beliefs, which actually totally stop your advancement, soul advancement. See, you may think that you can deviate from this path and you want to pursue the path. Even then, how far ever you go, how deep ever you go, again that will connect to this path. Either in this life or next life, you will have to come to this path, because this is the truth. Okay, so this technology you can never hear about this anywhere on the earth. Of it, Kali is always waiting. He is next to you, waiting all the time. When the time comes, he is waiting for that, and he wants to deviate you from this. He doesn't want your soul to advance. He will always, Kali means duality, doubts, and then thinking negatively about someone. These are his basic qualities. He will always create doubt. Okay, so he is always waiting. The moment you have something, he will enter inside you. The moment you get doubt, that itself is Kali, and he will start drilling your mind and then take you away from this, because this path is of Kalki, and he wants to take you away from this, away from the truth. So that is the truth that I am talking about. Whether you can listen to this or don't listen to this, talking about it and saying the truth is my duty, my dharma. So I am doing it. That is the path it is. Omism is about.